Hi everyone, thank you for being here. I'm gonna, before I do anything, start this off with the singing bowl because I believe this energy of this beautiful sound is energy as well and will help us to sort of calibrate our energy as we receive this beautiful reading, this message from Spirit, okay? As we hear the melody, we breathe in and breathe out and allow this beautiful energy to resonate with us now. Thank you, Spirit. Letting Spirit come in and deliver the message that is needed for us now. Thank you, Spirit. I'm going to move that aside. Move all my stones back in. Thank you for your patience with that. I just felt very strongly that there was a strong sense of that beautiful melody, that music, that tone to sort of unlock some of the stuck energy that we have within us. Let me just adjust this. Okay. And to bring in that beautiful guiding light and that message that we need today. So today I'm hearing and I'm feeling a very strong sense of communication. And the reason why I felt led to use the singing bowl is because that is a form of communication. It is a sort of ignites our energy to release what is not needed and to bring in what is needed and to sort of circulate our energy, sort of like whitewashing a picket fence, right? And bringing that vitality to what had become dingy or not as bright and beautiful as it was. So that's what's going on today. And also that I believe the singing bowl awakens our chakras and all of our senses within our body. I'm very confident that this is going to be a very beautiful message from Spirit. I do feel communication here, as I said. I feel the guidance of the elements of nature. I feel the guidance of our angels, our guides. I do feel the very strong sense of, for some reason, I don't know if aviation is the word, but flight. That's what I'm feeling. I'm sensing. I'm seeing birds flying freely, gracefully, and being what they are, energy, and part of our life, part of our world. So I'm going to start off the reading today with these Nature Spirit Oracle cards. This is, guys, this is a collective reading. As always, these messages will resonate with some of you they may not. There may be pieces and parts of the message that resonate with you and others that don't, and that's perfectly fine. Whatever resonates with you. This poor angel, I'm not seeing her face, huh? But that's okay. There, now we can show her. She's beautiful. So anyways, as I was saying, there's a very strong sense of communication here. So let's begin the reading. Thank you, Spirit, for coming in. Thank you for delivering this message to those that need it. And as always, these messages are welcome and received with love, with grace, with honor. Thank you and appreciation. Thank you. Okay, so as I begin this reading, I'm sensing that there is an I guess oratory is the word, maybe, I don't know, but what I'm trying to get at is that I'm sensing something that needs to be heard. Okay, not spoken, heard. Something that needs to be someone has a need to speak to you, or a message has to come in to get to you about something significant, something important. For some of you, it's awaiting results for something. But I do feel that the most important voice that needs to be heard is your own, and is that of your guides and your higher self. For those of you listening, if you don't know what your higher self is, I like to believe that, excuse me, I dropped the card here, that higher self is um, really a indication of your own internal compass, your own voice. And I believe that it's, I guess you could call it your conscience, which I would call your soul, trying to speak to you, okay? Um, so as I begin this reading and I'm shuffling these cards, I'm feeling a very strong sense of something natural coming to you, something natural, not forced. Okay, and so um, the wet. Okay, so this card here that just popped out is Spirit Keeper of the West. Okay, so what I'm sensing here is the sun sets in the west, right? I believe, right? Did I get that right? Um, does it rise in the east and set in the west? I'm pretty sure it does. So, what I'm feeling here with this card is that there is a wrapping of something up, a contract, a soul contract, a something that has been in your life for a little while. Something is wrapping up, and yes, in a lot of my readings, a lot of these messages, it is about beginnings and endings, right? And I say it that way because rather than endings and beginnings. I say it that way because it's important to realize when something ends, it is the beginning of something new. And in all things in life, that does have to happen. We have our seasons, right? Here in New England, I love our seasons because we get a variety of, weather, and the scenery is beautiful in the fall when the leaves start to change color, and in the winter, you've got that beautiful winter white. In the spring, you've got the budding of the tree, the leaves, the flowers that come up in the spring. And then you get that sprinkle of beauty that you see starting to blossom and open up in the spring. In the summer, of course, you get the beautiful green, lush grass when it's not a drought, but you get the beautiful colors, the just the variety of colors that nature brings, the sun shining down on the grass, the flowers that brings growth, and in the blue sky when it's nice out. So there, what Spirit is saying here is, don't see the dark side of beginning endings. Don't see the dark side of a chapter ending, a soul contract ending, a you know relationship or toxic situation that has to end and move away from you. But instead, see the color, see the beauty, see the opportunities that will be opening up for you as you release the struggle to let things go. Okay, um, transformation is here. It is a transforming of one part of your life into another, and don't just sit back and say, you know what, life wasn't that great in the year 2020. So I give up. No, 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 no. It does have to end because there's something new coming in and something more beautiful. And so this transformation that is here, um, there is a communication coming in with this. There is a strong sense of an announcement from somebody, an ending of a phase of, say, a relationship, or a um, whatever that is, like a new friendship budding. It's blossoming into something more. A romance is going from one level to the next, to a deeper commitment. um, for some of you, you may have been feeling like, where's this going? It's just not, it's kind of stagnant right now. I don't understand. It should have been progressing by now. Wait for it. It's like a drum roll. Three, two, one. And when you least expect it, that relationship is going to blossom. It's going to open up. It's going to take off. Okay. But let it be in its own time. And so, like all things, something has to end for something new to begin. So um, maybe it's the end of, say, phase one, the the part of your relationship where you're polite to each other, you're You have that, you take extra care in what you're wearing for your date or whatever, things like that. Those new the very beginning of something. Maybe it's a career. Your job was exciting and new at one point, and now it's moving on to something something else because your time there has timed out. But in regards to relationship, maybe you're moving away from the boyfriend girlfriend and more like the honey phase. Honey, I love you, honey, this, honey, that, maybe. So what they're saying here is follow the spirit of the West, okay? The spirit keeper of the West is saying, I'm leading you out of that chapter, that phase in your life. The sun is setting on this situation in your life, in this phase of your life. It doesn't mean that it's bad, because whenever the sun sets on something, it means something good is coming and something better is here for you. Okay, so just know that this spirit keeper of the West is part of your internal compass, and your internal compass is telling you it's time. It's time for change, and don't try to force it, because change comes naturally. Change comes with the setting of the sun, okay? And you don't have to bid adieu to the old in a bitter way or anything like that. You have to let it just pass. We can't control fate. It is what it is. Um, but always remember that leaving one, allowing the sun to set on one phase of your life, there's a sun coming up, rising up in the morning. Remember what I always say, joy comes in the morning. Ooh, thank you, guys. Oh my goodness, where'd that go? Bear with me because there's a card that fell. There it is. Ended up on the floor, so under my couch. And what I feel Spirit saying too is, listen, this path of yours, you're not meant to know everything. You aren't. You aren't meant to know every detail, every step of the way, 10 miles down the road, 20 miles down the road, 20 years down the road, 50 years. You're not supposed to know everything. So don't get wrapped up in your head and think that, and here, yeah, think is what I'm hearing. Our guides are telling us, stop overthinking things and allow yourself to go with whatever unfolds, because that's part of the mystery of life, of your path, of what's coming, what is to be. And so we are, by nature, human beings are very curious, impatient. We are maybe overly excited about what's coming, what I've got to know. I don't want to be blindsided. And, I have to admit that I'm like that myself. I have been known to, to give someone a gift and be impatient and try to open it for them. And those that know me know what that means. But, it's sort of like the anticipation is too great. So you start thinking, what could it be? What could it be? What could it be? And it's important to allow yourself to go with the pace of what the unfolding of whatever it is that the universe is bringing in for you, whatever is in your life path. And don't think for 1 minute that when the sun sets on some part of your life, you're going to have a great big long pause before something new opens up. No. Even when it's regarding, if you part ways with somebody, whether by, you've lost someone, they've left this plane, or you parted ways with a friend, that someone that you thought was different, and then they show their true colors, whatever. When there's a parting of ways like that, it's important to let that go, let it be, and not lament over it, not overthink it, not try to figure out, was I wrong? What I do wrong? Why did they do that? Why did they say that? Boy, they made me angry, or whatever. Let it go. And so I feel as if I need to say, let that shit go. And this is a message for me too. So thank you, Spirit. Yes, thank you. Because this is really crucial, really important. This communication coming in, someone's going to have a talk. Someone's going to have a talk. And they're going to say, you know what? I think, or maybe some of you, it's an inner dialogue, an inner talk. But I feel like, see, I'm stuttering. So when I get like this, I feel like somebody has been working themselves up, trying to figure out how to have communication with somebody and let them know it isn't working out the way I thought. There needs to be a change here. So either someone's making that announcement to move on, or someone saying, hey, this phase has to change and we have to progress forward. Let's move forward. Okay. It's a change. It's a shift. It's something, communication coming in to tell you, and to let you know, either I care very much for you and I want to go forward with you. Let's let's move our relationship to a deeper level, or maybe you yourself are wanting to say, I can't be in a friendship with this person anymore because they're very toxic for me. The energy is very toxic, and you can't quite figure out how to say it because you don't want to hurt anyone's feelings or offend anyone. See, if you have faith and trust in this, um, uh, opening up of this path for you, the communication will come. Thank you, guys. And by the way, I love my angels. This I got from a really good friend, my bestie, my best friend. And this I got from someone at where I work that was real, she sent this to me when my son passed. And it says, angels are always near to those who are grieving, to whisper to them that their loved ones are safe in the hands of God. And so when you have a burden that that you're carrying, give it to God. Allow the angels to come. Allow the angels to comfort you. And look at this, the beautiful angel here. If I can, let's see here. There's her face. It's hard. Her face isn't in, but that's okay. It's not in the shot. That's okay. And it's just a beautiful thing. It's angels are with us always, guys. In new beginnings and endings, in the middle, on our path, wherever we are, there's nothing too great or too small to keep us away from them, or to keep them away from us. We are very important beings to the angels, and that's because the divine, my divine creator, you can, whoever you believe in is perfectly fine. I'm going to say God for me because that's who I believe in. But I believe that God has a multitude of angels to guide us, to come in at the perfect time, to bring in whatever means it takes to help us through, to guide us through, to be the shepherd, to lead us to where we need to be. And I think of Moses when I talk about this as a example, because he did lead his people, God's people, out of a toxic place and into something new, a new place, a safer place, a place to be healthier, happier, to thrive more. Okay, so we have so many spirits, so many guides. We have those that have left us on this plane and that are watching over us. Don't you think for one second that they're not, because they are. I feel my son every single day. Every day. And so I'm just going to ask our guides if there's anything else from this deck that they'd like to talk to us about. Okay? Our guides want us to know that you are your own story. You know how, and I love this picture because it's a campfire. I love campfires. But you know how I think of, kids at a campfire, teenagers or whatever, telling scary stories around the fire at night in the dark. The ambiance is there and it's perfect setting. Well, what our guides want us to know is you are that story, that perfect story. You are all of that. And you are very worthy of sharing your message, whatever it is. Like I said, communication is here. So, whatever message that is, you may be even being called to be a messenger, to give spirit messages, to be a guide to others, to be I'm hearing saint. There's a saint here that is with some of you, that is guiding you to be that person of significance. And it doesn't even have to be on the world stage. It's a person of significance to someone, to yourself. You already are a significance, person of significance, an energy of being of light to your divine creator. But there are others that need to hear your message. So it could be a sort of a life experience that you need to share that will help someone. It could be, like I said before earlier in this message, it could be that, the communication. Okay, I'm hearing leave that alone. You already talked about it. Okay. So what I'm hearing here is, for some of you in this scenario, you are meant to share your message in some way, shape, or form. For some of you, it could be through your art, it could be through your music, it could be through your talent as a someone who's very creative and creates things. We don't realize all the potential that we have as beings of light, as human beings, um, in our energetic bodies. We don't realize that even the tone of our voice, um, the tone in which our voice is naturally when we talk, it does affect people. Our smile, our whatever, we're creative in all different ways that maybe some of you might think, well, that's small, it's not significant. Yes, it is. And that's what Spirit's saying here. You are that story. You are that fire. You're the one who has something to share, okay? You have something to share. Allow that to come through. Allow yourself. I was telling my daughter, I've been telling her all along, she's very gifted. She does, we do readings for each other all the time, and she does readings personally for her friends and things like that. And, she's very good with, um, show her a picture of someone and she can tell you uh, about them, who they are, what their character makeup is, all of that. But I tell her all the time, you have a gift and you need to share that. And, she started a YouTube channel, but then she was afraid. She's like, what if people don't? I said, no, sweetheart. You are the storyteller. You are the one that delivers the messages. You are the one who, it doesn't matter. There are so many other readers out there. There's so many other messengers out there. It doesn't matter about them if you're good like them. What matters is who you would affect, not them, you. And so what Spirit is here trying to say is go for it. Not even specifically start up a YouTube channel, but somehow you will know how to share your message or a message, or share your energy that will affect people. Um, and so I can't, the energy is so strong with this message right now, to be that storyteller, to be that messenger, to be the one that delivers something that will change someone's life in some way. You may not even know how significant something you do or say affects somebody in their life, and how it points them in a new direction, opens up and triggers something with a new perspective, maybe, or a new, you know, perspective, outlook on life, or just opening up that portal, that energy, that channel to to propel yourself and allow yourself to flow with the new beginning, and to let the sun set on the what has already been. Wow, that energy is so strong right now. I feel myself shaking. Um, and so what our guides are telling us here is the spirit of earth is here, okay? Um, to be grounded with your, you know, to be one with nature. And if you're not a person that likes nature too much, think of it as energy, the sharing of energy, because earth is energy. We are energy. To be a part of, and to be, um, to hold your space and to be a part of this this journey, this place that we are where we are, and allow yourself to be moved um, from one place to another if that's what it takes. But to allow yourself to open up and allow the universe to bring in whatever it is that has to be brought in for these changes in your life. We can't just stay, you know, the perfect age our whole life. We age, we do. Every year we grow a year older in our human bodies, but our energy stays on forever. Okay? So be a part of that ancient energetic force called Earth, right? Be grounded. Be in that space where you know you have a space, you belong. That is your space. So I'm just going to say what's coming in, and this is what I feel, that some of you are, I feel like some of you are, I'm hearing movers and shakers. And so you're in such a hurry to get things done and to accomplish so much that you don't notice you don't notice your place on earth so much. You don't notice the little things on your path. So what I'm feeling is that this place here, this spirit of earth, this is you. This is part of you. Everybody has a place on this earth. Everybody has a place in this energetic space and time, and that includes you. You have very much a lot to offer. Okay. um and I feel like you hold back sometimes, or you hold back, or you move too fast and you don't slow down to stop to smell the roses, so to speak, right? um I feel that some of you who are in tune with your spirituality, the spiritual side, I feel like the see this card here. This this is a card of introspection, like turning inward, um, where ideas are formed, where a new beginning is taking shape. And where you are allowing yourself to stop and breathe and allow the universe to bring in, like I said, that energy, that new space that you are to be in. Okay. Um, yeah, and I feel like this also, it's like shaking off what was, moving on. Like I said before, moving on past things that were hurtful, painful, caused you resentment, whatever. It's time to move forward now, guys. It's time to let go of shit. It's time to let go of, well, maybe I said something harsh to someone and then they passed away or something and now I feel horrible. Guys, it's never too late, even after someone passes, to forgive yourself, because they forgive you. I'm telling you, and I'm just going to touch on this briefly with my experience as being I don't like to use the word medium, but being a, a conduit for those who have passed, their energy, and those who are here. So what I want to say about that is this: when someone passes, and this is my own personal belief, guys, when someone passes over, all of these things that were here, they felt the emotions, all of it. I believe that when they pass on to another chapter, another place, another plane for them, that all of that is sort of like a clean slate. And so it's important that you realize that whatever it is, however you behave towards somebody, it could be siblings, um, that they are not remembering that, they're not holding that in their heart, in their energy field, because they have a lot more to do now. They have a new chapter to go learn and experience now. So it's important to let go of those old things. Let the season of winter here be the season of winter. Let the moon come out and shine. Let the old go. Let the light of the moon come out and lead your way out of the darkness. Lead you out of the darkness, okay? Ever notice how at night the moon, it sort of glistens, it shines, reflects on the snow at night, and it gives it a really beautiful hue, a really beautiful color. And so I feel like that is sort of the light reflecting on you to let things go. See, communication. This is spirit coming through with communication for you. This is a message that is, I was thinking of that Mission Impossible. This message will self-destruct in whatever. 3, 2, 1. This message is for you right now. And it is for you to let go of all of that guilt inside of you, the regrets, because it is a season, it will pass. And thank you, Spirit. Thank you. I really appreciate that message too, because it does mean a lot for me in my personal life. One thing that what I'm feeling is that the energy of the earth, the cosmos, the moon energy, the nighttime, it's important to sometimes step out into the night, maybe on just outside your front door, your back door, to just breathe in the night air. Because then, if you ever notice, the night air seems different than the day air. And so I feel like it's important to just kind of connect, especially when the moon is full, and to kind of just connect with, I feel ancestral energy here. Maybe Native American, maybe the energy of those who have gone on before that we don't know, but they're here with their wisdom to share with you. Maybe you get an epiphany when you go out at night in the light of the moon or under the stars and just look up at the stars and just feel the magnificence, the energy, how it makes you feel. I've been outside lately at night with someone I'm very close to, and we just sit there and look up at the stars. And one night we both just kind of drifted off because it was so peaceful. The energy, though, that just kind of almost pushes away whatever chaos has been in your energy field during the day, and then at nighttime it just kind of releases. And it's like when you see a million stars in the sky and it's super clear, you see all them, some twinkling. That's how I can envision like what that energy can do for you with your energy, to kind of just clear it out and let it. I also believe it's very good for your chakras, is what I'm seeing, the chakras, to kind of revitalize those. Okay. I believe that's the end of that messages from that deck. And so I want to just take a moment to kind of just breathe in for a sec and kind of just take in, because it is a lot of energy that I'm putting out here. I feel it throughout my whole being. My body feels very, I feel very warm. I feel like this energy just is flowing through, because these messages are for me as well, guys. I am also a student along with you on this journey. So as I take a sip of water, I'm gonna take a look here at these. I love these cards. Miracles Now by Gabrielle Bernstein. They're very, very inspiring, very encouraging. And okay, I'm sensing that I need to take a look at the Ascended Masters Oracle deck. This message, guys, I'm going to go as long as it takes, and I can't really cut it short because it is what it is. The message is done when it's done, and it's not done yet. So I know that our guides want to send us some encouraging words before I go on to the next card deck. I just want to see what they have to say, because I believe that we all need that encouragement um, for every part of our life. Um, I surrender my desires, and I know the universe has my back. So, what I believe, this card, you can take it how it resonates, but for me, it really is sort of telling that I'm surrendering to my path. I'm surrendering to whatever is meant to be for me. And I'm going to go with my intuitive. I'm going to go with what I'm led to do, where I'm led to be, um, and allow myself to trust the universe, that the universe is my ally. So it's like I was referencing, I was seeing Christmas time for some reason, right? And it's almost like, okay, well, I wanted this gift, but I got that gift. So sometimes this is how it works with the universe. When you put something out there, something that you want, um, when that manifests into something even greater than what you ask for, it's the universe opening up something even greater than you even thought possible for you. And maybe sometimes we think small, like, um, I'm going to manifest um, a new car, but it can't be brand new. It has to be used. So we're thinking on a smaller level, like kind of how some of us. I'm a baby boomer, so I was raised to believe that don't ask for, don't give yourself too much, just enough to get you by. You don't want to be greedy. You don't want to be. Those are things that keep us stuck in. Um, and just getting by. And so I believe the universe is trying to say, open up to something huge, because you know what, I'm going to give it to you, and then you're going to have faith that's going to build your faith and trust, right? And so it's interesting how I've done this myself as a test to test out my ability to manifest something. And every time I did, something came in, but came in either it came in the same or even greater than what I asked for. But the miracle in all of this was the timing, because every time something came in just when I needed it. And so we have the ability to rise above that old way of thinking, that I'm only worthy of this much. No, no, no. You're worthy of far more. You're not worthy of just one gem in a chest. You're worthy of a chest full of gems, rubies, diamonds, sapphires, whatever it is. You are that ruby. You're worthy of so much more. Okay. I'm asked to go to the Ascended Masters to see what they have to say. This is the Ascended Masters deck that I'm using here, guys. Um, I I really enjoy this card deck because yeah, these messages from this deck here are, they were once human beings, most of them, and they did have life experiences. So what they're saying is this: you're seeing the situation accurately. This message is accurate for however it resonates with you. Trust that, and trust that your path awaits for you to open up and allow it to be not just a footpath, but you know, a path that's um, I'm thinking of a little footpath, right? I don't know why I'm seeing this little brook in the forest, but then it opens up to this big path that opens up wide, so you can see around you. You can enjoy what's around you, and it opens up so you can experience the things that you need to experience. So trust in this message, and however it resonates, however it falls upon your ears, upon your heart. Asking if they have anything else they would like to say, please. I'm feeling that this, I'm seeing some sort of contract or legal document or letter, some kind of communication coming in. But I'm also seeing maybe that some of you have been aspiring to write something or start a blog, or send a love note to someone to encourage them. Some of you have a real gift with writing. I know my own daughter, my daughter does. And I'm always encouraging her. She has so many things that she's written, but she's too afraid that they'll be rejected if she sends them in to be published or whatever. Um, but this is what I feel like. This is um, like Archangel Gabriel coming in. This is Toth, right? This is a ascended master, someone who I think Toth might have been like a god with a lower G, maybe, or something. But I feel like this is a message clear. The writing is on the walls, what I'm hearing. The writing is on the wall. So some of you are going to be receiving clear messages, some clear communication in writing. Some of you are going to write something to somebody. And so, however this resonates, it's coming in. It is a message. It is a something, you've been waiting for results on something. Something comes in, and that is coming. I feel like it's coming in the next, in September, maybe early October. There's something coming in that you've been waiting for. And there's something that's been on your heart that you want to write to somebody. So it's wherever this falls in your placement and your energy, then that's what is for you. I can't tell you all exactly what that is. I can just give you um, some um, some scenarios where I feel that it will resonate with some of you. I just want to ask, yeah, look at Archangel Michael here. Yes, you can. Yes, you can do this. You can allow yourself to move, let the sun set on that part of your life and move forward into a new beginning, a new sunrise. Okay? You can. Because you have the strength of your inner self. You have the strength of your guides, your angels, your ascended masters, your departed loved ones. You have the energy of the Empress energy, that beautiful energy that comes in to kind of like um, jumpstart you, and and to do it in a graceful uh, but strong, courageous way. Um, you don't have to be a badass to end a relationship or a situation or a career. You have to do it in grace, but you have to do it in confidence, and that's what this Empress energy is as well. So Archangel Michael says, yeah, we're all about that Empress energy right now to come in and move us along. You can do this, and you will. You will. Are you afraid that your whole life will change? But shouldn't you be afraid that if you don't allow it, your life won't change and you'll be stuck? So for some of us, we don't have a choice because fate steps in. And it brings us to this beautiful place of upliftment, of the sun rising, and not looking back at the sun setting, the sun rising and going forward, letting that light, sunlight illuminate your path naturally to move into that beautiful place, that beautiful space where you belong. I don't encourage, and I would never tell anybody ever, leave your spouse, leave your partner, leave this, leave that. No. It has to be what you feel, what you're guided to do. It has to be something that, you know, that is in your path. All I can do is give you the messages that Spirit is here to give, to share with you, and to tell you to trust that, to be, to know that if you take that step forward and you allow the changes to come in, that something beautiful is opening up for you, because you are beautiful. You are that fire. You are that compass. You are that light. You are that voice. I What I heard just now is pick up that pen. So now, most of us don't write by hand anymore. We type on our computer, on our phones, on electronics. tablets or whatever it is, we type things out and send an email. But I feel like for some of you, you need to do a personal approach with something. That's why I heard pick up that pen. Write something out. Write even a beautiful love note to yourself. Well, all the good things that you like about you. Write something beautiful to someone else. Send a little love note in the mail. Something encouraging. Um, I feel like there's maybe someone in your neighborhood that's lonely. Maybe a card with a little something inspiring would encourage. I feel like it's a female, like she's a female, and like maybe she's alone and maybe lost her spouse or somebody in her life, and she feels lonely. So I do feel that some of you have that beautiful penmanship that you can write something. I almost see like calligraphy almost, but it feels very personal and very genuine and loving. So it is encouraged highly by your guides to do something, whatever, however that resonates with you. Okay. Um, I do believe we are nearing the end of this reading. I am going to bring in Archangel Michael as I always do. Um, let me start with Angel Answers real quick. I'm just going to do this real quick and then bring in Archangel Michael, okay? I love these cards. They're typically yes/no cards, those kinds of questions, but sometimes they bring in there's messages that are just really needed, and in this moment I feel like they really are. So right now, let me just put this one aside for a moment because I feel like there's another card that goes with it. Thank you, guides. What is it that you have to say to, yeah, big happy changes, guys, okay? Because look at, the answer is yes. Yes. So however that resonates with you, the answer is yes. That's your confirmation for something. Big happy changes are here for you. All you have to do is open up. Allow that beautiful fate to come in. And don't struggle, because it's worse when you struggle with changes that are coming in for you. It's hard because it's almost like you're saying, I don't need your blessings, God. I'm too afraid. I don't trust you. And I'm sorry if that sounds harsh, but that just kind of came through for me. All right. Now, Archangel Michael, if you would just finish this off for us, that would be a beautiful way to finish this beautiful message from our guides. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Okay. All right. This is about divine timing. My cards are very well worn, and I won't get rid of them because these are very precious to me. But Archangel Michael says, for some of you, you've been taking your time with something, and you've known something has been kind of nudging at you, and kind of either a divine inspiration or your inner light, your voice talking to you, saying, accept this. You know it's fate. You know something's coming in. Let it go. But I feel for some of you too that you have been contemplating something, and you need to open up and allow the divine timing that it takes to come in to bring to fruition whatever it is that you've been asking for, to allow yourself to open up and not to struggle, and to believe in the divine timing that is here for you. Okay? And I will ask if there's anything else, or is that it, Archangel Michael? As we wrap this up, please. Yes, there is. Eternal love is here for you. For some of you, whoever you thought of first when you see this card, they're thinking of you, they're feeling you, you're feeling them. But the bigger part of this is I feel is your divine creator, your guides, Archangel Michael, saying, eternal love is here for you. You are eternal. You are energy, you are light, and you are very worthy of living a good life, of having, not lacking. You are eternally loved. Okay. I do believe that is it for the message. And yes, we did go almost an hour in. But I will always, I'm being, my vision is being drawn to this card on the bottom. Um, but I do believe that we are, um, on the cusp of change or in the middle of change, some of us, and some of us are coming upon change. So this is it. Archangel Michael says, this is it. Believe, trust. Stop getting in your head. Stop. They don't expect us to be human. They don't expect us to be perfect because we're human beings, and we do get in our head sometimes. But he said, for the better part of you, for the better part of it, believe and trust, and try your best to believe and trust in your divine creator, in yourself. Okay. And so I just want to thank you guys for having patience with me with this message, and for allowing spirit to come through and to speak to you however it resonates. Again, I always look forward to hearing from you in comments or in personal email, however you want to do it. Again, I'm at blossoming1111@gmail.com. And I look forward to all of your comments. And um, I will ask that they all be nice. And I know for the most part, everybody that is a subscriber is very polite and courteous and respectful. Um, and we will just leave it at that. Thank you guys for everything. I will speak to you soon. Be back with a message whenever Spirit has, whatever he has, whatever Spirit has. Um, and thank you for allowing me to be on this journey with you. Love and light to you all. Have an amazing day or days ahead, and God bless.